I hate fucking nails. I hate nails. I really do. It's like you wasted shit. And annoying and then irritating. You put all this work into it and then boom, it fucking pops off. Okay, so rule number one, don't let your child's toys pile up. Because sorting through them will be like falling down a rabbit hole. And then you want to say, and then they won't save you from that headache because they don't want to see them go, no matter how old they are. So, tip: don't have a large variety of all types of toys, and keep them sorted and organized, just to, you know, give you that mental break. Mentally, get yourself. This'll help you mentally. It'll keep, everything flowing, keeping it. Once upon a time, I was keeping my child's toys organized, but then I kind of fell off, and now it's like once you fall off, it's hard to get back on. Before we go to rule number 2 of being a mother, with tips to being a mother with dealing with a mental crisis. No matter what you do or what you say going forward or how you feel, don't let nobody make you regret anything that you do or say. Don't let anybody make you feel like you should feel guilty about anything that comes out of your mouth or how you feel about a certain situation. Don't ever let anybody make you feel wrong as if you shouldn't have said it. When you go out during, you're going out and this and that. And that's what I said. I spoke a lot about being transparent. Being transparent, it brings a lot to you. Being transparent, being transparent, you will have to deal with those type of people because you will have to deal with those type of people. I feel like my tongue is just not, these words is just not coming out. Like something is really holding me back right now. Being transparent, you have to deal with those moments over and over and over again because although you have let go, somebody else didn't. So that video is playing over and over and over and over again. It takes a lot. It takes courage for a woman to come out and be transparent, especially if she's fed up. She's fed up with the world itself. Like when I say the world, I mean you're fed up with being like having it all behind closed doors because you've been behind closed doors for so long. So now you're at a point where you're at a breakthrough. So therefore, what comes out, how you've already dealt with, how it's going to feel. So it's not hard for you to be transparent. And when you are transparent, don't make no one make you feel as though you need to close your curtains or you need to cover your face or you need to kind of take it down a notch. Don't ever allow anyone to make you feel that way because everyone feels some type of aggression towards another person. Somebody actually feels the way you felt that day that you decided to speak your mind about that situation or that cause. Someone is actually feeling that way, but they don't have the balls to speak up about it. They don't have the balls to, say exactly what needs to be said, and you said that. So therefore, don't let anybody make you feel no type of way because that feeling has been felt before. The world goes round. This earth is old. This world is old. That feeling has been felt before, but nobody has actually came out and spoke on it. So when somebody else does speak on it, it kind of takes them like, oh, hold up, oh snap. How should I react to this? Instead, and it's a lot of people, instead of sitting down and actually listening and see if they could relate to the situation, they see a lot of problems. And when you see a lot of problems, it's a whole bunch of red lights blinking, you know. So therefore they don't give it that time. So instead of giving it that time, they rather go out and try to make you feel a certain way, so that whoever created this creator needs to take away that feeling. This creator needs to take away that reminder. This creator needs to take away whatever is bothering me in this moment, what for personal reasons, because obviously it's all personal. If it's personal, then a person, someone or a couple or whoever it is, people will show up and try to, manipulate the situation, aggravate the situation, so that they can get their way. Obviously it's a problem on their end. But honestly, this feeling, any feeling that or of expression that people put out there, it's been felt. They just didn't have the courage to do what you did. So that's how I feel about it. And there will be a lot of people coming and aggravating, your feelings and your emotions or whatever you say. They will try to aggravate you so that you can take that down. They will try to aggravate you every single day outside in the real world. Oh, remember you said this. And they won't say like, remember you said this. They'll actually, play it out so that it's a reminder in your head. They'll show you, how you made them feel, disregarding how they made you feel, and being the very reason that it came out the way it did. It escalated the way it did. It showed itself. It presented itself. That feeling presented itself because it couldn't take no more of what they've done to you. So therefore, now they're trying to play victim and trying to cloud your judgment, just so that they can get their way. Men are always going to be men. Men are always going to be aggressive towards the situation, aggressors towards the situation. You know, what one man won't do, another man will. And I don't mean it. I don't mean that in a good way. Men are punishers. What they don't like, they find an issue. Men are discipliners, especially towards their women. And I feel like I need a reminder right now, because a lot of men are starting, they're starting this back up, to where they're coming across a woman and, they're acting like they're all, they're friendly and this and that. But it tells you by the body language. Pay attention to these men in their body language, when they hug you, when they speak to you. How do they come off? If they come off aggressive, they don't mean well. They don't mean that it's genuine. I was walking home the other day and I'm like, this guy, like he was like, hello, how are you? But he was walking super fast. And I'm like, I'm not even about to get a response. I mean, how can I respond to you? And how do you, why are you going to ask the question if you're walking, past me? You asking this question, do you want a response? Obviously you don't want a response if you're walking too fast. You just say, how are you? And you keep going. It's just like little things like that. They don't actually care. They're doing it for their own reasons. They're feeling some type of way about something. And I'm pretty sure you know exactly what that something is. But like I said, expression is expression. Everybody on this earth are free to feel how they feel. That's something no one can take from them. They can feel the way they want to. They can say what they want to say based on their experience. No one can take that away from them. If you feel in some type of way, then take that upon yourself. Feel some type of way personally. But if this person is expressing how they feel towards you and you're feeling a little bit frustrated and you feel like you need to take it upon yourself to go teach this person a lesson about what's going on, mind you, because everyone is going through something, and these men need to pause their breaks. They need to pause their breaks before they feel like they need to go prove a point to a woman that's feeling some type of way about something, because she's not feeling that way for no reason. No reason at all. She's not feeling that way for no reason. She's feeling that way because of how you know how she's been treated. So this is a warning towards those men that want to come back and play ring around the rosies and try to be aggressive towards women, me trying to do stuff, but they come by aggressive, passive aggressive, and aggressively, period, and they try to sugarcoat it. Pause your brakes and take a step back. Observe what's going on. Relate to the situation. Even if you can't relate to the situation, try to have some type of understanding. How have you been treated? Go back to way back when you wasn't getting the respect that you was getting. I mean, go back to way back when you wasn't getting that respect from nobody. When people was walking all over you. Go back to way back when, and try to relate. Try to understand. Because once upon a time, you wasn't that man. You wasn't that man. People was shitting on you all over the place. Just shitting on you. And now you want to act like you top notch. Act like you trying to take up for the next person. Well, this person don't actually care about you. And that person is living proof. Trying to give an expression upon how they feel inside. That person is living proof. But you too busy trying to be Mr. Superman for this person over here that actually don't get too about you. That's all I gotta say. Like I said, again, man, pause y'all brakes. Pause, step on them brakes slowly. Pause. Takes, pause for a minute before you go out for that applause, by everybody else. Oh, I did this. Yeah, applause for me. No, it's not the same this time around. Y'all need to mind what y'all do. Mind yourselves. Mind what y'all say. Mind how y'all act. And especially towards another person. You may have played a certain role in this person's life for a certain amount of time, but that don't mean this person will always be comfortable around you, because 9 times out of 10, you came and you left, and still you're acting like a stranger. Pay attention to how these men and how these people make you feel as well. Sometimes your body knows more than your mind. You can see a person. He looks familiar, but your body feels as though that person is a stranger. That person is a stranger towards your body. So therefore, it kind of validates the situation for itself. When a woman is pushing you away, it's not that she don't know you. It's just that, she remembers you. It's just you're giving her that vibe. You're giving her that energy. So yeah. That's just something else I feel like I wanted to throw in there, because like I said, certain people just make me feel a certain way. Especially if you acting aggressive. I was recently, this person was really a little bit too aggressive with me. Too coming on strong. And that's I do need to I need to bring my book back into here, I guess, because these men, it's something about them. Okay, so back to a mother with mental, um, going through mother with children, single mother with children going to a mental health crisis. Where the heck did this come from? I got black stuff all over my hands. As your child grows, those clothes has to go. As your child, so this is number two. Rule number two of a mother with children going through mental health crisis. As your child grows, those clothes grow. Ugh. That's like a tongue twister. As your child grows, those clothes has to go. Don't waste any time for detachment purposes. We get stuck on the price tag, the style, and that's when hoarding sneaks up on you. So you get those clothes, and it's a little bit like your son has your child, your daughter, your son grown out of those clothes. Those clothes is like Nike brand, or this shirt is like really really cute and I love it. So instead of soon, like it's probably, let's say it's a 3 t-shirt, and your child is now, you know, going on 4. Your child is 4, going on 5 years old, and you want this, you don't want to let go of this shirt, so you want to keep it, you know, and then you see yourself doing it, like it becomes a pattern, it becomes, you know, repetitory. It's repeating itself because you didn't let go of this shirt, so now you find yourself collecting this shirt, and clothes are clothes. That's one thing I used to. That's one reason. This is how I used to get rid of that altogether. That type of mindset. Clothes are clothes. A style is a style. A design is a design. On that design is still that plain. At beneath all of those designs is that plain shirt. Take away the design and it's still that plain little shirt. That's all it is. It's one little shirt, one yellow shirt underneath a whole bunch of designs. And those designs just gets better every single year. You know, so why hold on to this shirt? Unless it actually means something to you, but why hold on to that shirt when there are so much more where that came from? You know. So yeah, um, get rid of those clothes because you are just creating a you see how I kind of got brain fogged by that. That's exactly the result of keeping your child's clothes and holding on to what's meant to be let go now. Let go of now. So yeah. So I will create that habit right now. As soon as your child grow out of that clothes, like okay, so it's a 3 t-shirt. Your child is turning 4. Nip it in the butt right then and there. Toss them clothes. A lot of people throw their clothes out in the hallway. If you live in a building, they throw it out in the hallway, a big bag, and you just place a sticker on it and say, "These kids, these clothes, these are clothes for 4-year-old, 5-year-old, whatever, however." My child has outgrown. You can keep them if you want to. If you live in that type of environment, toss it in, clothes. There's bins out on the streets where it says clothes. Those little things, I guess they take donation clothes. So you can toss your clothes there. You can leave it in the laundry room if you stay in that building. Leave it in the laundry room. write it down. This is it for people who kind of have problems letting go too, because like I said, I have issues letting go. So if it's real nice clothes and you just don't want to trash them, these are some things that you can do. Like I said, stick them in the laundry room, put a note on there like, clothes and blah blah blah. You can have them. I'd rather you have them than me toss them. But then um if you just want to, those are ways that you can, but you could just toss them in the trash as well. So that's the last option. The last option is you can go ahead and just toss them in the trash. But like I said, that's a letting go tip by just stashing, with stickers, telling people y'all can have them before I actually trash them, because I feel like they're more than just trash. Um, so your child's maturity depends on you. You wait until the last minute, you'll regret it. Trust me, you'll regret it, because then mentally you're going through that brain fog. You're trying to get rid of this stuff, but you really don't want to. Um, you're just, contemplating, you know, when you should be worrying about something else. You're trying to get rid of these clothes that you should have got rid of like 2-3 years ago, and you're still trying to, hold on, and there's a lot of emotional mothers out there that kind of look at the clothes like, oh, emotionally attachment, you know, and you're hoarding all of these clothes that your child can't fit just because, you're dealing with something. So take that into consideration. Your child will always be against you, throwing or tossing away their belongings, but they need as much space as we need clarity. Break that pattern now. So yeah, I gotta go ahead and paint my fingernail. I have to get my day going. I have to go get some stuff before I go to this doctor's appointment. Y'all, I'm out, and y'all have a wonderful day. It was wonderful sharing my peace of mind with y'all. Hopefully this helps a lot of mothers out that's dealing with the same, going through the same thing as I'm going through.